Hello everyone. Now we're going to take a look at solving a trigonometric equation here. Now I chose this one because this is the one that's got a couple big issues with it. Okay, first of all, notice that you've got a sine and a cosine together in the same equation. If you can't factor those apart, okay, then something needs to change here. You need to use an identity. So we're obviously going to use an identity here. Additionally, the argument here for this sine is just x, whereas the argument over here is 2x. And again, that's a problem. I need those to be the same. So in this case right here, the one that's got to go is the cosine of 2x. Now fortunately, we've got three different identities that are equivalent to the cosine of 2x. You just got to pick the one that makes the most sense here. And in this case, the one that makes the most sense is the one that converts this expression right here to something in terms of just sine. And so what we're going to do is make this 3 sine squared of x plus 1 minus 2 sine squared of x, and then we got the minus 2 at the end here. So this is the part that we've just introduced. Okay, now 3 sine squared of x minus 2 sine squared of x. Okay, that is going to be simply sine squared of x. Then we've got there, what is that? Plus 1 minus 2, so it's going to be minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, we can take a look at this as an algebraic problem and solve that if we want. Because it's a precedent that I've set, I think I'll do that right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace, because I don't know what x is, I don't know what sine squared of x is, so that's an unknown as well. So I'm just going to make this a big old x squared minus 1 equals 0. So now I'm going to solve the algebra here. And I might do it like this, bring the 1 over, and then take the square root of both sides, remembering that that's got to be plus or minus 1. Now that I've solved the algebraic level of this equation, I'm going to go back and say, well, I was just kidding. It wasn't x, it was the sine of x. So sine of x is equal to plus or minus 1. Now, before I answer this question, I need to go back and take a quick look at the domain that I'm being asked about here. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start with negative pi here. Okay, I'm looking for x between negative pi and 2 pi. Now remember, the negative pi is a negative half rotation. The 2 pi refers to a positive full rotation. Okay, so now when I take a look at sine equaling plus or minus 1, well, okay, I know that happens when the angle lines up on the y-axis here. Okay, so I'm looking for an angle here, I'm looking for an angle here, and I can see right away that I'm going to end up getting 1, 2, 3 different answers, okay, as my solutions, because that's where my domain here crosses the possible terminal arms for these angles. So let's just start with the negative rotation. Okay, that goes this way. Well, this angle right here would be negative pi over 2. Okay, and then that's the only angle that shows up in the negative rotation. So now I go to the positive rotation. There are 2 angles here. The first one is just going to be positive pi over 2. And that second one, I mean, you can see that that's 3/4 of the way around. That is 3 pi over 2. And so those are the 3 solutions to this equation in that given domain.